Hey, what's going on? GPS tracking installers, Tom Keenan, Top Class Installations. Here today, I posted up something in the group the other day regarding Calendly, which is the automated scheduling tool that I use to schedule personal meetings and so on and so forth. Some of you guys in the group that have actually scheduled time to talk to me on the phone, I usually just kick out my Calendly link to you and tell you choose the best date and time that works for you. And it's only going to show you available times within my calendar because Calendly integrates to your calendar, whatever you're using. I generally use the iCal. I'm an Apple guy. However, it does integrate with Google. It also integrates with the Outlook calendar. So whatever calendar of your choice, it will integrate with it seamlessly and only show available dates and times that you allow it to. It's pretty customizable, even on the free version, which is what I use. They do have a paid version that unlocks other bunch of features and whatnot. But for what I've been using over the past, I guess, 4 or 5 months of using it, the free version has definitely been sufficient. So let me flip this screen around here. What I want to do is show you my screen and pretty much we'll dive into the software a little bit. I'll give you a quick overview of the back end, show you how to adjust some of the settings. Since I already have my account set up, I'm not going to go in there and create a new account. It's really not difficult. It's not rocket science. So we'll go in here, show you what the back end looks like, and hopefully you can implement this tool within your business. It should take no more than, I would say, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops, even if you're not technically good with computers. It didn't take me long at all, and I'm not the best with computers either. So it definitely has worked, and I will give you another hack at the end of this video that will make sharing your Calendly link with others super simple. So let's show you my screen, and we'll dive into this here. All right, so as you can see here, this is calendly.com. This is where you would go to log in to the solution. Basically, there should be a sign up link here. And once you sign up, right here, you enter your email, click sign up. They're going to give you a free account. I believe it's either 15 or 30 days. And you're going to have all the features pretty much unlocked on that free account. After that time period exceeds, if you opt not to pay for it, they're going to downgrade your service to the basic. But like I said, that's what I use, and I think it works well. So once you have all this said and done, they give you a username and password, and this is what the back end begins to look like. As you can see, I'm able to upload my photograph here. I have a custom link with my name, which you can create that yourself. You can create new event types. On the free version, you're only allowed one event type and pretty much one style of meeting. So as you can see, we have 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute meetings. I use the 30. If we typically go over 30, no big deal. And honestly speaking, most times if you book a 30-minute call with somebody, you're not going to be on the call more than 15 to 20 minutes. However, as we all know, there are exceptions. So I currently use this 30-minute option, and you can simply change it by clicking over. So now if someone were to follow my Calendly link, they would only be given a 15-minute option. So you have all the choice in the world to go in here and make these adjustments and fine tune everything. As far as this here, if you click on the edit button, you can go in here and adjust all the settings. So what the event is, you can name it. When can people book this? You can click in here and you can make all the adjustments. So basically, you can only book this 30 days out max on my calendar. So if you click this link, you can't schedule a phone call with me 6 months from now. So you have the ability to adjust that in here. On the paid version, this is pretty much what you have here on these additional options. You can actually integrate PayPal and collect payments. So that's stuff for like a lot of business coaches would use, you know, hey, I'll give you a strategy call, but in order for me to get on a call with you for an hour, I need $500, and they would collect money from you. But for what I'm doing, it's not needed. This software also integrates with other softwares, so you can automate the follow-up and reminders, that kind of stuff, if you have a CRM system that's integrated. Again, I'm not doing that, and I haven't found the need for the most part. We're pretty much, the way it comes out of the box has really been working well, even though it is a free software at the moment. So give me a second. Let me drink some coffee. All right. And you can see here, this event type is on, so on and so forth. So this here is my link. So if this is what you would see if you actually clicked on my link. So if I sent you my link, which is exactly this URL right here. All right. If I sent you my link in a text message, in an email, if you clicked on it, it would bring you to this page. All right. As discussed, there's only one option available at the moment, and this is what it is. On the paid versions, you could have 5, 6 different options here, and you could label them however you wanted. You could label it a 15-minute appointment scheduling. You could, if you wanted to go crazy with this and you had the paid version, you could literally map everything out. I could see this working, especially for you solopreneurs out there, you guys who are doing, one-man shows. You could set this up and you could pretty much automate your scheduling of your calendar. So you can go in there and say to a customer who calls you, let's say you're under a dash of a car, they call you, you can send them a link to your calendar, and you could say, hey, I don't know what availability I have right now, but if you click into my Calendly link and you choose a 30-minute 3-wire install under the meeting, you'll see what I have available, and you can book it. And like I said before, you can set the settings within Calendly to push that out, let's say a week, or a 2-day buffer. You can have it set so they only can book between, let's say, 8 and 5 p.m. So you have the ability to go in there and set that up when you do the initial setup of the account. So people can pretty much not go in there and book a Sunday if you don't work Sundays. They can't book an appointment after, let's say, 5 or 6 p.m. if you don't work late hours. If you're a lunatic, like most of the people in this group, you leave the calendar open, and whatever gets booked, and you go out there and you make that money. But you got to do what works for you. This also forces you to use a calendar more yourself, and it has added structure to my life, both personal and business, because now when if you guys don't know, I'm married. I have 3 kids. Okay. I have a 5-year-old daughter, and I have 2.5-year-old twins. So it's a little busy on the home front. A lot of times there's a lot of shit going on with the kids and school and this event, soccer, whatever. And what I'll tell my wife to do is, hey, do me a favor and let me know what's coming up. If we have birthday parties, family events, or whatever. And what I'll do is I'll go into my calendar and I'll start marking off those events the second that I hear about them. And what happens is, since Calendly is integrated to your calendar of choice, those events, those times are not going to be made available to the outside world to book. So you have 100% control of what the end user can see, do, and book, which I find is really powerful, really powerful. So, I mean, for instance, here's my calendar, just to give you an overview here. So, like, I have all my morning shit built in here. I go to the gym every morning, so I have that in my calendar. That way someone can't hijack my time for the gym. We have a 10 o'clock call every 10 a.m., 5 days a week with the city. I have a call that I do once every Monday with a networking group that I'm in. And I have some other stuff already baked into my calendar. So if I go in here and I add an event, right? So let's just say, I'm just going to call it a test event here. Okay. And it's going to be booked from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. All right, cool. Now, if we go back into Calendly, refresh here. All right. And we look, and now you can see what's available schedule wise. So tomorrow's the 18th of February. If I click on that, you can see what times are available. Notice 2 o'clock is not on there. All right. So that's the beauty of this system. So as you can see, I book from 2 to 3, and Calendly has pulled 2 to 3 p.m. off. Now, I also have a 30-minute buffer built into Calendly. So basically what that means is since that appointment went from 2 to 3 p.m., from the end of the last appointment to the beginning of the next appointment that someone could book, there's a 30-minute buffer. Notice the next appointment here is at 3:30 p.m. So that gives me some time in case a phone call does go over, in case an emergency call comes in from either one of my technicians, my business partner, a customer, a vendor, whatever. You got to go use the bathroom, you got to eat lunch, whatever the case may be. There's going to be buffers built in. That way your day isn't wiped out by people taking up your time on your Calendly calendar. So I think that's super powerful. On the next end of this, let's actually run through this, and I want to book an appointment here and show you guys what's what. So let's pick this 4 p.m. slot for tomorrow. Okay, we're going to click confirm. And what this here is going to do is it's going to ask for your information. Okay, so I'm going to put in here Johnny Tester. Okay, Johnny Testies. I can't spell, sorry. And we're going to go test@gmail.com just to enter an email address. Phone number 555-555-5155. And this is test GPS. Okay. When we click schedule this event, what's going to happen is I'm going to get an email sent to whatever email address I use to set the account up, right? The person scheduling is going to get an email as well, confirming. And they also get this ability to add it to their calendar by clicking this link. All right. So Calendly kind of takes over and says, hey, this is everything you need to do in order to make this happen. And now it's pretty much up to that person to hold true to their calendar. All right. So boom, as you can see right here in the top right, I just got the email that came through to my Outlook account. And I will bring it over here and show you guys what it looks like. So here's the email. It came through just about instantly. It tells me everything I need to do. Another really sweet feature here, guys, it automatically creates the correct time zone based upon where the person who booked the appointment is calling from. So as you guys know, within this group, we got a lot of guys throughout the country. I speak to many of you throughout the week, and I love doing it. So keep setting up appointments with me, guys. I like helping you. I really do. On top of that, you know, if you got a guy on the West Coast and he books with you, Calendly is automatically going to create the correct time based upon your time zone and the person's time zone who booked with you, which I think is awesome because you and I both know that can get fucked up real easy. All right, so now that you saw the email, we got this here. It also gives you a link if you want to book your own Calendly page, which is cool because they're trying to promote their own business. And if you climb back over to my calendar now, and if we scroll up to 4 p.m., look what happened. Here's all the info. It's already automatically entered into my calendar. So I have it right here in front of me, which is perfect. One of the things that I've been doing over the past year is, like I said earlier, is pretty much living and dying by this calendar. I've been trying to enter my entire day onto the calendar. It's Sunday. I haven't entered everything into my calendar here for tomorrow, but I'm going to enter in things as far as, you know, what time I'm going to eat, what time I'm going to be doing my morning readings, what time I have my first appointment or my first call with my team on Monday. I have to go over to our stock room in the morning and do some organizing. So that's also going to be baked into the calendar. So by the time I'm done today, adding all that stuff in there, most of Monday is going to be shot and there won't be a lot of availability. But that's the beauty of this system, because now you're going to be able to just send someone over to your link and say, hey, boom, here you go, which is awesome. So, all right, I think I gave Calendly a pretty good overview here of what's what. There's a really cool shortcut trick here with iPhones and Apple. I'm sure you can do something like this in Google. I'm not aware of how to do it. But basically, you can set up a short key on your iPhone, and it's as simple as typing in a code. And then once you type in that code, that short code, it's going to produce something. Let me see if I can just pop this up here for a second and try it. It comes up here. Yeah. So you see what I just did right there? So the short code that I have set up for my Calendly link is C1. So instead of me having to remember this Calendly link, which is pretty damn long, plus the fact that it would take forever to type it out, and you guarantee someone's going to want to contact you, you're going to be on the road or driving, and you want to get this out to them quickly, and you're going to fat finger it, you're going to send them the wrong link, and it'd just be a fucking disaster. So what I do is I save it as a hotkey or a quick key within Apple, and I'm able to type in that short code right there and kick out the information. Let me give you another quick one that I use here. So I have TK, and I have TK set up for my email address here at Top Class. Please don't spam me with bullshit, but basically this is my email address. As you can see, we have a ridiculously long URL here at Top Class, which I don't ever recommend, and I would probably never do that again because it sucks to type it in over and over and over again. So this is why I put up the short key here. So you type in TK and boom, there's a whole email address that just auto-populates into the system. So I can't stress enough for you guys. You got to learn little tips, tricks like this, little hacks. It'll save you time. Calendly is a game changer. It is definitely well worth the 20 to 30 minute investment you're going to take in order to set up the account properly. So please hop on this and make your business more efficient. All right. If you guys, let me turn this camera back on here. Boom, there we go. So if you guys have any questions on how to set Calendly up, please feel free to reach out to me directly. As you've seen my Calendly link in here, you can basically just copy that now, pop onto my personal calendar, and I will gladly hop on a call with anybody here within the group who has any questions, concerns, or needs help setting up this kind of stuff, because I firmly believe that it will change you, change your life, change your business. All right. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. Have a great weekend. Bye.